Okay, so today we're going to review how to use a spring scale or a force meter, right? So here's a spring scale. You'll notice it has a hook on the end. This is measuring force. Remember, force is a push or a pull on an object, okay? You'll notice that this has a scale here, which is in newtons. So it starts off at 0 newtons, goes all the way, this one goes out to 50 newtons. Okay, 50 newtons right there. Okay, now just like a triple beam scale, this must be zeroed. So you'll see a little disc there. That disc has to be at the 0 line. If it is not, what you do is you twist this little nut at the top and it will move that disc until you have a 0. When we are measuring our materials, like these are hooked weights here. So if we want to measure how much force gravity is pulling down on this hooked weight, we put it on here and we let it go. Now we gently let it go, and you'll notice that this does not change that much, right? So therefore, this would not be a good spring scale. As we talked about in class, there is a number of different types that have different forces, different newtons. This one does up to 50, some do 5, some do 20, some do 2.5 newtons. So you can use this one, but you notice that it barely moved there, which means I can't really get a good measurement of that. So I would go and I would get a different force meter that has a less newton, not 50, maybe I try 20. You notice that it's somewhere between 0 and 5, so maybe I go get a 5 newton. But just be careful that we never go past 80%. We don't want to twist this, right, back and forth, because you don't want to twist that spring inside, and you don't want to stretch it out. So we never want to go more than 20% of the spring scale left, which means no more than 80% in total. So if this is a 50 Newton spring scale, you can only go to 40 Newtons. So here I have a bigger hooked weight. If I measure on there, I pull it down, and you can see that it's giving me approximately 10 Newtons. Okay, that's how you use it. So be very careful, please. Do not twist, okay, the hook or pull it past 80%. So if it's a 10 Newton, then you don't want to go past 8 Newtons. So when you're putting a weight on there, you want to do it nice and slow and see what happens. If it starts stretching that spring too much, it's way down here, then you stop and get a different spring scale. Okay, that's it.